submit to PKs without a fight. What happened at the bazaar sets the right example.
I say, that's some profile. Would you mind standing closer to the light?
Who? Me?
Yes. I could definitely paint you. But no. I have to avoid distractions. Not if I want to finish my greatest work.
Your greatest work? What's that?
A grand fresco. My magnum opus. A painting of epic proportions the world is not prepared to see. But I can't finish it. I don't have the proper shade of red.
Red?
Yes. The reddest red. I need it badly, and all these idiot merchants have is some kind of pale joke. Without the reddest red, my project will remain incomplete, and my art will not find the expression it requires. Of course, I could get my hands on... But no, that's just such a crazy idea. It sends shivers down my spine.
Let's hear it.
Oh, my, are you sure? Okay, then. I have to admit, I already experimented in secret. And what I need is blood of the infected. But not just any infected. I find the blood of a goon is the only one that is apt to give me the true, deep red I need. I've been observing this particular goon in a certain area, and have taken to leaving out red wine for it to drink. Wine should make its blood an even more intense shade. It becomes rather aggressive after drinking the wine. Do you think you're up to the task of bringing me the creature's blood?
Sure. Sounds like fun.
Go, then. Come back when you have acquired its blood.
The dam and flood the entire city.
Look what I brought you.
Oh, my God. Is it from my goon? Let me see. Pilgrim, you can stand tall today, for you have done your part, however small, in making art history. Now leave. I have to focus to create the one red the world longs to see and paint a fresco that will change it forever. If you come back later, maybe you will see it. Oh, you may have a use for this. My older brother John gave it to me for protection, but I'd probably kill myself trying to use it.
Jeez, I'm hilarious.
Looks like he started his painting. I wonder what it's gonna be.
I don't think those are renegades.
Don't get distracted. I've tried everything already. Nothing helps. My dad always said,
No, Stephen. No filthy herb grubber will decide my husband's fate. Is that why you got a medical degree? To go running to quacks for magic cures?
Listen, we don't have medicine. Herbs are our only chance.
My husband has fought for you for years. You must get medicine for him, not some herbs that might poison him. Time to go, kids.
How is he?
Aitor is strong, but he needs medicine, and that, unfortunately, we don't have. We did the best we could with what we have. After the chemical attack, some plants gained healing properties. They work like an antibiotic. But still, people here have strong opinions about healers, but you can hardly blame them. The folk healers give sound advice, but it can prove difficult to follow correctly. Misremember something, gather the wrong herb, or use the wrong dosage, and instead of medicine, you administer poison, which has happened plenty.
Because if somebody messes up one of the steps of the recipe, it could kill him.
Exactly. But it's enough to listen carefully to the healer's instructions and follow them. The herbalist I know, she's talented. She's Aitor's only hope.
And what's his wife's problem?
Superstitions die hard. Margaret has helped many people everywhere. Some just don't want to admit it.
Think I can help?
You'd be doing us a big favor. What happened in Old Villador is terrible. We've lost so many people. As far as I know, Aitor is our only witness.
So if he dies, we don't find out what happened there.
Exactly.
Where can I find this healer?
On COVID Island. Don't worry. You can trust Margaret.
It's an emergency. Somebody there?
Who's there?
I have a man in dire need of a healer.
She's asleep.
Will she be awake soon? It's an emergency.
Always an emergency. Like the time that young woman needed a potion to induce labor, and the guy who needed a salve for his hernia, and... what else was there?
Please wake her up. A man's life is in danger.
It better be. If I find out he just has a hangover, I'll wake her up. But you'll still have to wait. Haven't seen you before. How'd you know where to find us?
From the Peacekeepers.
Then you've come to the wrong healer. Get out. Haven't you all made her suffer enough? And now those renegades. There'd been a ceasefire for years. They left us alone. And then, all of a sudden, they went mad. Where were you when they were taking over the island? For the first time, we really needed you. And what? You didn't come.
They're gone. I just took care of them.
I don't believe you. You're lying. Just to get what you want. Like all peacekeepers.
Do we have a visitor, Gerard? I'll be there in a moment.
It's a peacekeeper.
What does it matter? Is a peacekeeper's life of less value?
Listen, you arrogant little shit. Your people call healers like Margaret witches. People fear healers when they could be helping people. Then one wrong move and you peacekeepers are quick to hang them. So you ask if a peacekeeper's life is worth less? It is to me. Worth less, far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm not a peacekeeper. I'm only trying to help one.
All the same to me.
Let him in, Gerard.
I'm just a messenger. A doctor sent me. His name's Stephen.
Doctors shun folk healers these days. Using a folk remedy would harm his reputation.
It already has. He sent me to you against the wishes of the man's family.
Gerard,
Yes?
you said there was a man. He saved us from the renegades. Is this the man?
What's your name, boy?
Aiden.
So, you are the one who saved us. We owe you a great debt. And who is the dying man?
His name's Ader. He's a high-ranking officer.
Margaret, don't. If something goes wrong, you'll be blamed again.
But if this goes well, perhaps it's a chance to help more people.
Blamed again? What do you mean?
The last peacekeeper to ask me for help blamed me for his own incompetence. Gave his wounded soldiers the wrong herb, despite my clear instructions. And several died. Blamed it all on me. I'm only still alive because Jack Matt deigned to be merciful. Decided it was a tragic accident. He spared my life, but took my eyes.
Does this mean you'll help me?
I'm out of the herbs you need, but I can tell you where to find them. You'll be looking for a flower called the recluse. It thrives in soil soaked in toxic sludge. You will be able to pick it up safely only at night, when its petals glow. But it's not enough to simply pick it willy-nilly. Only the small petals have the healing qualities. Beware of the big ones. They contain deadly poison. Can you remember that?
Small petals heal, big ones poison. I'll remember.
We'll regret this. I assure you.
Hey, Lawan, I need your help.
Sure you do. What's up?
I'm looking for an herb. It's called the recluse.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with it. I think those funny flowers grow by the canal, north of All Saints Bridge. That's where I'd look.
It's a lead. How's the patient?
He's starting to wake up. Thank you for your help. You can go.
Wait, what's going on here? You went to the witch, didn't you? To this Margaret.
Witch? Never met any witches.
There's no such thing as witches. That's superstition.
Superstition? Witchcraft is a crime!
Please, just calm down.
What's happening?
We're losing him. Aiden, give me those herbs.
I forbid it! Keep that witch's poison away from him!
I can give him an injection to stabilize him, but it won't last long.
Did you tell her who the medicine was for? She killed his men! She should have hanged for that, but Jack Mack had Aitor burn her eyes out instead!
What?
Did you tell her? She'll have given you poison, I guarantee it!
Aiden, give me the herbs, damn it!
Wait, I need to check with somebody.
Make it fast.
Hey, Luan, you there?
Aiden? What's going on?
Do you know anything about recluse petals?
Petals? There was something... Wait, Frank told me once. Some were medicinal.
Which ones?
The small ones. The small ones heal. That's what I remember.
Thanks. I was afraid someone might have misled me.
Aiden, what's going on?
I'll tell you later. Sorry.
So, what are we gonna do?
How is he?
It appears the medicine is as effective as I'd hoped. He needs his rest. We should all leave him be.
I won't be far.
It looks like you had Margaret pegged. She didn't want to poison him after all.
Yes, seems that way.
And what'll happen to him now?
If all goes well, he should start to wake up soon. And then we'll find out who did this to him. All thanks to you.
Nice talking to you. Really? No one ever told me that. I don't believe it.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Come here. I need to talk to you. I'm Albert, and from what I hear, you're Aiden. You have quite the reputation, my boy. For being fearless. For boldly crisscrossing the city at night, as if it were broad daylight.
You believe all that?
At first, I didn't believe, because a pilgrim's always a guy with some kind of dark past. A bandit, a rebel, an outcast. But from what they say about you...
I'm sure whatever you've heard is an exaggeration.
Nonsense, my boy. I have something you probably don't come across all that much. Faith. Faith in you.
I'd be careful with that.
It's no time to be careful, my boy. I believe that your strength, determination, and courage are just what you need to retrieve priceless treasures before they are lost forever. Before mankind is plunged irrevocably into the intellectual and philosophical Dark Ages.
So, your books, then?
This isn't about dime store paperbacks, boy. I'm talking about the greatest works of literature ever created through the eons of human existence. The greatest thought pieces, philosophical treatises, works of romance, drama, and horror. All of which serve to illuminate and uplift humanity itself. Losing such a heritage would reduce us to cavemen, with no better way to express ourselves than through savage grunts as we scratch crude figures on walls.
Sure. How can I help?
Work with me, please, to find and secure these treasures. I've been researching the local private book collections. If I'm right, many priceless volumes may be found all around the city. Of course, many of the dwellings are now infested by these horrible creatures of the night. That's where you come in. Here, take this list. Each title on it corresponds to one of the many facets of humanity. Fail to save them, and the diamond of mankind will dull and shatter like cheap glass. Remember, we are not simply creatures of flesh and blood, but also of mind and ideas. I am charging you with the salvation of the very spirit of man.
Right. I'm off then. Here are your books.
Not my books, dear boy. Our books. Humanity's books. The world is collectively sighing right now due to your efforts, and it doesn't even know why. This tale, your tale, will be the next great epic, and it's only begun. Ah, the Bible. I mean, well, that's like the book, right? Few books have shaped the world as profoundly as the Bible. Hans Christian Andersen and his fairy tales. Powerful stories of virtue and resilience. Children's tales, yes, but containing wisdom for all. You have just rescued the collective unconscious of the Western world. Thanks to you, the fire in the belly of humanity burns brighter today. Let's stoke it more, shall we? Thalia there is my associate. She helps me track the collections around the city. She will point you to the next locations as I catalog the books you bring me.
Hi, Aiden. I'm Thalia. So, you're the pilgrim Albert told me is helping us rebuild humanity's library.
I am.
Albert's a wonderful man. I only hope others will appreciate what he's trying to do. We're not in the middle of the Renaissance, you know. Few people read. What about you?
What about me?
Do you read?
Afraid not. No time.
Well-traveled, but not well-read? disappointing. Let's see what experience is made of you. Then tell me what you think. Between the Bible and Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales, which would you consider a better guide to human behavior?
It depends on who you are, and what you need to get by, doesn't it?
Thoughtfully answered. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. And what meets the eye is pleasing enough. You're a breath of fresh air, Aiden. We must talk again next time you bring back books for Albert. Speaking of which, here are the locations of more books.
You found them! My research was spot on. Here, we have the complete works of William Shakespeare. His stories are some of the most often retold and adapted in history. So universal were his themes. His tragedies were the most popular. Are we humans drawn to tragedy? Something to reflect upon. The Arabian Nights. Originally 1001 Nights. A seminal collection of stories, folk tales, and songs that span a continent over several centuries. It is a melting pot of literature. Sometimes fantastical, often violent. Not unlike life in our own city. More monumental achievements secured from destruction. Let's keep at it. I believe Thalia already has readied a new list.
Hello, Aiden. I see you've brought back a collection of Shakespeare's works for Albert. Are you familiar with Romeo and Juliet?
I guess.
Tell me, do you believe in love? I mean, true love. The fated love of which Shakespeare wrote.
I don't. Not since I was a kid. And then I grew up.
I see what you mean. But don't you even hold out some glimmer of hope?
I can only hope to find my sister. I mean, it's all I got.
Speaking to you, Aiden, has once again been a revelation. I look forward to your next visit. It's a welcome break for me. For you too, I hope. Here's a new list. Watch out for yourself.
More of humanity's legacy restored and protected. The Bhagavad Gita is the controversial Krishna Bible. The warrior god Krishna tells us that he is responsible for our actions. We are a part of him, extensions of his thoughts and desires. It challenges the concept of free will and personal responsibility. Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto is one of the most influential political documents of all time. I wonder what he would say about class struggles in our own day and age, and unique circumstances. Thank you for these, Aiden. I'm afraid we haven't found any new noteworthy collections for you yet, but keep an open channel. I will radio you the moment we have it.